Tonight on Wareham Viking News at 5 p.m., the notice responsible for the horse track and casino plans for an area in Glen Charlie has requested a zoning change of the area and an update of COVID-19 in our community. What are officials saying? And local high school changed up their attendance policy. Will Wareham follow and do the same? All this and more coming up on Wareham Viking News.
Live from the WCTV studios in Wareham, this is Wareham Viking News.
Wareham Viking News at 5 starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wareham Viking News. Thanks for being with us today on our live news show. I'm your host, Alex Berg, and remember to join us Wednesdays at 5 p.m., Thursdays at 9 a.m., or on YouTube later tonight for our news broadcast. With that, let's get right into this week's local news. Again, with everyone's favorite topic, it is time for the weekly COVID-19 update. According to the state's report, Wareham is still in the red in total cases. Plymouth County has had about 16,840 cases so far, and numbers are only going up as things continue to back up. One of our neighbors, New Bedford, has seen a drastic increase in testing, with rows of cars regularly stacking around one of the testing spots, the 32-acre Wells Tooth parking lot. This increase in testing and positive tests have been said to be due to a second wave in COVID-19 cases. Residents are encouraged to get tested if they feel symptoms, which include shortness of breath, frequent coughing, fever or chills, loss of taste or smell, nauseous or vomiting, diarrhea, muscle or body aches, fatigue, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, or headaches. Anyone with extreme symptoms should go to the emergency room, which include persistent pain or pressure in the chest, bluish lips or face, new confusion, and an inability to stay awake. People are also encouraged to limit their social gatherings, wear masks, socially distance, clean regularly touched areas and surfaces, wash their hands frequently, and stay home when they can. Well, police have been recently investigating the death of a 48-year-old Wareham woman, Tina Hill. The investigation has reportedly led to the arrest of a 45-year-old man she had been living with. After an investigation of law enforcement, this investigation was prompted by information they received on the possible death of a Wareham resident, leading them to a small outdoor camp behind Waterwoods where a couple had been living. Here's where they found Tina Hill, presumed deceased, on the scene by medical personnel. As a result of this investigation, Christopher William Ballromer, 45, was arrested on Wednesday and arraigned on Thursday in Wareham District Court on one count of assault and battery on a family or household member. Plymouth County District Attorney Office's spokesperson Beth Stone said, "Friends of Hill gathered last Sunday to remember and celebrate the life of their friend at the onset band shell. The mother of two was described as funny, a happy-go-lucky person, and a beloved member of the homeless community." Lisa Morales, who has been working to help the homeless community and brought candles and hot coffee to the event, says that she has observed worsening economic situations due to the pandemic, and increased rates of violence and abuse within families and relationships have been caused by the economic turmoil. She has said that she hopes town officials will make a task force with local organizations and clergy members to help address the homelessness in Wareham in the coming winter months. In other news, on-zip fire officials have recently been investigating a house fire that occurred at 23 Wareham Avenue. It happened at a single-story unoccupied home and caused heavy fire damage. At 5:17 p.m. on Sunday, fire officials received a 911 call that a structure was on fire in the area. After local fire and police officials arrived on scene and confirmed the fire, it was knocked down shortly after using multiple hose streams. The cause of the fire is still under investigation by Onset Fire Department. Wareham Police and the State Marshal's Office said no injuries had been reported. Town Council members Rich Bowen also threatened to take property owner Donald McMullen to court during a selectman meeting in September over a Board of Health complaint that the property was not being adequately maintained. It was said that at the meeting that if anyone thought the measure to be too harsh, they would change their minds. After seeing the property, but according to the Board of Health, that the complaint was never brought to court. In the end, most are glad that no one was hurt during this scary event. There was a recent annual Onset Bay Association meeting on Monday, December 7th, where group members reflected on ways they had positively contributed to their communities in 2019. Many of the association's 2020 flagship events had been canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so the concern of fundraising and planning was definitely a topic frequently discussed throughout the meeting. The events previously canceled included the 4th of July fireworks, Sandcastle Day, the Canal Cruise, and Kayak Poker Run, and sadly multiple others. They've fortunately been able to do things, however, like a recent Onset Beach cleanup conducted during the summer, and their most recent successful fundraiser, a collection of posters and greeting cards featuring 28 of Onset's most picturesque doors. They also reportedly still plan to hold their yearly Christmas event. The association's success in 2019 were also discussed and praised, like the redesign of Dudley Brown and the record levels of participation in the last Kayak Poker Run event. With more than 50 people participating in 2019, the association also grew about 25% financially between 2018 and 2019, which is great for the group. Once we get into 2021 and start hitting our stride with figuring out what events we are going to be able to offer. We're going to really hoof it in terms of fundraising, Board Chair Amanda Cobb said. At the meeting, the association expressed the importance of making possible future events in 2021 pandemic safe. Cobb also thanked the association's donors and sponsors. Even though it's time for us to take a short break, we still have a whole show worth of news that you just have to hear, like the recent Onset Bay Association's annual meeting results, Wareham's extremely charitable work this Christmas, our monthly Viking Award winners, and the Wareham Tigers' request for town land. All this coming up after our short commercial break.
Dad,
Just 1 minute, okay?
hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
People in Massachusetts are asking what they can do to help stop the spread of the virus. Our response? Answer the call.
Hello? Thanks for calling. I've been worried.
Thanks. Now I know what to do.
Through what's called contact tracing, the MA COVID team will be reaching out to everyone who's tested positive for coronavirus or who has been exposed. Look out for area codes 833 or 857 and answer the call to keep your community safe. Visit mass.gov/MA tracing team.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Wareham Viking News. I'm your host, Alex Bird, and I'd like to thank you for joining us on this wonderful December night. Wow, it started out alright. Okay, now we're back. We have some exciting news stories to share with you. So let's get right into it. In some uplifting news, one Wareham grandmother is receiving a helping hand this season thanks to the Holiday Wish campaign put on by Fund 107 and United Way of Greater New Bedford. For the past 4 years, this campaign has helped South Coast families who are in need and is important now more than ever due to the pandemic. Wareham's own Barbara Oliveira is a modest woman who has been taking care of her 8-year-old granddaughter, Jasmine, for basically her whole life. Jasmine has a neurological disease called dyspraxia that affects speech, motor skills, and thought perception. She is also diabetic. Times got harder for Barbara when she lost her job due to COVID-19. Mortgage payments and meals are on the top of the priority list for Barbara, so the thought of holiday gifts is stressful. This is where the Holiday Wish campaign steps in. Jasmine wants a LOL Chalette for her and LOL dolls and Nintendo Switch. Barbara could use a new refrigerator this Christmas, as hers causes Jasmine's insulin to occasionally freeze at the bottom, as well as new tires that would allow them to get to appointments safely. And donations are appreciated. If you are interested in donating, you can do it by texting wishes to 313131, where you will be sent a United Way e-link to donate by debit card. Or you can send a check to United Way of Greater New Bedford, 128 Union Street, Suite 105, New Bedford, Mass. 02740. Make checks payable to United Way of Greater New Bedford and write Holiday Wish in the memo line, as well as the day and date of the family you wish to help. You can also donate by credit card at unitedwayofgnb.org. Well, some students recently took a practice standardized test, of which the scores were just released. The purpose of the test is to prepare students for the SAT test. Students took it in the gymnasium at the Wareham High School and were required to wear masks and practice social distancing. At all times during test administration, they were provided all testing materials, including pencils and calculators. Students should have gotten an email regarding their scores, where they were sent a link to check them at the College Board's website. Hopefully you all did well, and this helped in preparing you for future standardized testing. Despite the horrible weather conditions, our town still came together for a good cause on Saturday, December 5th, to donate to multiple charity organizations throughout town. One of the most successful was the 4th annual Stuff-A-Bus toy and food drive hosted by the Wareham Public Schools bus drivers. This drive was to benefit Turning Point's holiday outreach program. It occurred in the lot next to Wareham Fire Department on Main Street with a cheerily decorated bus, where people donated new unwrapped toys, clothing, gift cards, books, non-perishable food items, and more. The drivers then sanitized each and sorted them. While this was happening next to the fire department, fire officials were hosting a food drive of their own at Shaw's on Marion Road, also to benefit Turning Point. According to Lieutenant Chris Smith, in addition to food items, they also received at least a couple $1,000s in donations that they will use to buy food for Turning Point. All of Wareham is really coming together to give back, as the police station also had held their Stuff a Cruiser event that we previously reported on last week, accepting donations of unwrapped toys for local children in need. Officer Lorenzo Grozo thanked Community Youth Empowerment for their help in the event, as well as the Harbor Master's office for emptying the cruisers when they filled up. Of course, the community was also appreciated for their generous donations and participation during these events. We just appreciate everyone coming out and supporting the kids, Officer Grosso said. Everyone's having a difficult year, and it's a way to bring some light to a dark year. It helps. Wow, that really is heartwarming to hear our community come together even in troubling times. Keep up the great work, Wareham. Well, the Wareham Tigers are hoping to use town land to maintain their own fields for games and practices on Charlotte Furnace Road. They would be joining Wareham Youth Soccer and Wareham Girls Softball in operating their own fields using town land. At December 19th town meeting, the Tigers will ask the Board of Selectmen to include an article on the warrant, which includes a proposed license agreement allowing the Tigers to operate 3 sports fields, an athletic facility with a small gymnasium, a pavilion, sessions, bathrooms, storage, and accessory parking. They will pay an annual license fee to the town, as well as maintain the land and future improvements. The 17 acres of land will include a portion to increase parking, benefiting the youth soccer and girls softball leagues as well. Currently, Wareham Tigers use a high school football field and the Boys and Girls Club for cheerleading, but the fees for field usage have increased to possibly more than the nonprofit can afford. Also, due to the Triple E outbreak of 2019, they are restricted by public health guidelines in using the fields only until 6 p.m., which only gives them an hour to practice. The fields will assure access to the space athletes need and also possibly allow the Tigers to offer youth lacrosse, something that is not currently offered in Wareham. We're a nonprofit organization, and a lot of it is we're going to be asking for donations from people out of town, pretty much all over the place. President of the Wareham Tigers Association, Jared Chadwick, said, "We're researching a lot of different ways to go about this." Well, it's that time again. The Wareham High School is announcing the winners of the Viking Awards for this month, with our very own Principal Scott Palladino appreciating these outstanding students and their achievements in multiple different categories of what it means to be a Wareham Viking.
Okay, we're here for the November Viking Awards, and our first recipient for scholarship, Jillian Backlund, class of 2024. For citizenship, Isaiah Bizarro, class of 2025. For craftsmanship, Brenna Corey, class of 2022. For scholarship, Evelyn Delory, class of 2022. For citizenship, Felicity DeSola, class of 2025. For craftsmanship, Christopher Dowes, class of 2024. For scholarship, Haley Ducharme, class of 2025. For scholarship, Olivia Ellis, class of 2023. For scholarship, Marcel Jones, class of 2024. For scholarship, Kelsey Kennedy, class of 2023. For citizenship, Harmony Mahoney, class of 2024. For craftsmanship, Robert Maloney, class of 2021. For scholarship, Michael Maricini, class of 2023. For craftsmanship, Julia McDuffie, class of 2024. For scholarship, Emma McWilliams, class of 2025. For scholarship, Georgia Orn, class of 2025, and she also has one for citizenship. For scholarship, Lane Potter, class of 2025. For scholarship, Alan Rakowski, class of 2025. For scholarship, Raja Rakamatori Bunting, class of 2025. For craftsmanship, Charlotte Roy, class of 2025. For scholarship, Malachi Samuels, class of 2024. For citizenship, Ava Sullivan, class of 2021. For citizenship, Emma Sylvia, class of 2025. For craftsmanship, Robert Sylvia, class of 2024. For scholarship, Brendan Tremblay, class of 2025. He also has one for citizenship. And our student of the month for November goes to Kelsey Kennedy, and our Scotty Award goes to Ava Sullivan. Congratulations to all recipients. We'll make sure we get these to you within the next week, and keep up the great work. Thank you.
We do have to take a short commercial break, but don't go away, we still have some exciting news. Coming up for you, like the new developments in Wareham High School's drama program, our Word of the Week, and our favorite weatherman, Sophia, will tell us all about the weather for this week. All this and more after the break. Yeah. Good evening and welcome back to Wareham Viking News at 5. I'm your host, Alex Berg, and we at Wareham Viking News would like to thank you for sticking with us to the ending portion of our show. But it's not over yet. We still have some awesome stuff to share with you. So let's get right into it. Now I'm sure you're all wondering how to plan your week out. Will we have crazy weather like last week? Will it be a pleasant, sunny week? All of your questions will be answered by our resident weather woman. Tell us, how is the weather looking, Sophia?
Thank you, Alex. This past week sure has been crazy, from chilly days to snow. Let's talk about yesterday. First, yesterday we had our first snowfall, which occurred early that morning. We had a high of 37 and a low of 20, with winds going 12 miles per hour. Today's is high 36 and we have a low of 30, with a humidity of 85% and winds at 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be sunny out with a high of 46 and a low of 29. With a humidity of 85% and winds at 12 miles per hour. Let's look at the rest of the 7-day forecast now. The day after tomorrow, Friday, will be partly cloudy with a high of 46 and a low of 29, with a humidity of 65% and winds at 12 miles per hour. Saturday looks like we'll have some nighttime showers. There will be a high of 52 and a low of 46, with a humidity of 95%, with winds up to 8 miles per hour. Sunday looks like it'll have showers throughout the day and night. We'll have a high of 55 and a low of 39, with humidity 90% and winds up to 12 miles per hour. Monday might have a few showers during the day and possibly some snow during the night. There will be a high of 46 and a low of 30, with a humidity of 69%, with winds up to 14 miles per hour. Tuesday looks like it might have a few flurries of snow in the morning, accompanied by a high of 39 and a low of 29, with a humidity of 70% and winds up to 15 miles per hour. Last but not least, Wednesday, which seems like it's mostly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 33, with a humidity of 85% and winds up to 10 miles per hour. The week following will have temps in the mid-40s to low 30s range, with cloudy days and some light showers, which could turn into snow. The traffic looks pretty casual, and as usual, except some traffic going into places like Taunton, New Bedford, Plymouth, Providence, and Boston. Your trivia question this week: what product was the first to have a barcode? Is the answer A, Wrigley's gum, B, Oreos, or C, Coca-Cola?
Right, Coca-Cola.
And the correct answer is A, Wrigley's gum. I'm Sophia Maniglia, and this was your Wareham Weather Report. Back to you, Alex.
Welcome back, and it's that time again, folks. Yes, it's time for us to take a short commercial break, but it's not time to leave yet. Take this time, sit back, relax, maybe get a refreshing beverage, because when we come back, we have more exciting stuff for you. Like how to get in touch with us for non-profit advertising, and the latest sports news from our resident sportcaster, Sophia. Stay tuned for all of this after our short break.
Hey, do you have Viking pride?
Of course I have Viking pride.
Viking pride?
You already know I have that.
Of course I do.
Viking! Gotta believe.
Go Wareham! Go Vikings, bro. Viking pride.
Who doesn't have Viking pride? It's all good.
Yes.
Vikings! Go Vikings! Stand up. Nobody better than a Viking.
Viking pride! Go Vikings!
Go Vikings. Viking pride. Do you have it?
Welcome to the morning show.
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 Welcome to the new morning show.
a Wareham Viking weekend. Hello, welcome back to your favorite local news program, Wareham Viking News at 5. Did you get that beverage? Either way, you'll have a great time listening to these next developments that we are pleased to share with you. So let's not keep you waiting any longer and jump right into the news. If you or someone you know are looking for a way to advertise their non-profit organization, then look no further. WCTV and Wareham Viking News are teaming up to offer a valuable video advertising package to all local non-profit organizations. We'll film and edit a commercial for your organization and broadcast it right here on our Wareham Viking News program for over 250 viewers to view. In having an ad done, please contact either one of our producers at WCTV at wareham.k12.ma.us or indiana.warehamtv@gmail.com, and they will be happy to set up advertising for you. Very helpful, a great opportunity for our local nonprofits striving to make a positive change in their communities. Now, let's move on to our amazing sports report with our local sportscaster, Sophia Maniglia. She's here to tell you all of the amazing and exciting things happening in the world of sports. Sophia, what's new?
Thank you, Alex. Hi, I'm Sophia, back with your Wareham Viking News Sports Report. A reminder that the winter sports season at Wareham High School starts Monday, December 14th. There is no user fee. Winter sports are girls and boys winter track, girls and boys basketball, and ice hockey. For any interested students, check your inbox for emails from Miss McCarran regarding the winter sports. Beginning our national sports news section, we have this week's college football rankings, released yesterday. The top 16 teams remain the same from last week. Alabama and Notre Dame remain undefeated. Notre Dame does not play again until playoffs. Fourth place Ohio State has been undefeated through 5 games. However, the rules place stating that the team must play 6 games in order to play in the conference title game. According to ESPN, it looks like this rule will be changed, allowing Ohio State to face Northwestern on December 19th. The New England Patriots have a 6-6 record after a win against the Los Angeles Chargers this past Sunday. The final score was 45-0, making the game worst blowout loss in Chargers history, breaking the previous record of 41-0. Now back to you, Alex.
Awesome job, Sophia. All good stuff to hear. Well, it is that time, everyone. I can't believe it's been a half hour already. To keep up on all our current Wareham news throughout the week, visit www.warehamvikingnews.com and like us on Facebook at Wareham Viking News. Make sure to continue to tune in on Wednesday evenings for our live broadcast at 5 p.m., on Thursdays for our rebroadcast at 9 a.m., or on YouTube later tonight, right here on WCTV for your best source of news, sports, weather, traffic, and more. Thanks for being with us, and until next time, goodbye.